my new paint, Gene Haynes All That Shimmers, and my new brush, where is it? Right there. It is a Treckle Onyx Zero. It has long bristles, holds a lot of water. That's what I made these lines with that are pretty fine. And anyway, we're going to jump back in because I'm late for work, but it's pouring out. I don't want to go out in the pouring rain. Let's see, we can adjust this. Okay, so we're painting from the 1963 photo there. And I just did this, and we used the pearlescent white because I don't know if you look back a couple of chapters of the real-time watercolor painting, then this we put an opaque white on top of that steeple. And anyway, why don't we attempt to and this I thought was just fantastic, and I owe it all to this brush here. Anyway, so now I'm gonna jump in back with this brush, and we are doing trying to put detail here. These are tiny little houses, and we're trying to pick them right there. So I'm gonna just see if we can. Let's see. I'm gonna get just like a medium tone, that red coral kind of color. Here's my big testing thing. That looks good enough. Let's just grab a little yellow on that. And there's more red there. We just get this neutral coral color, and see, maybe put some right here. And see, when we put the lines on, I mean, things start popping. So it's really just a matter of laying down some paint and key areas. I guess this was supposed to be that. And maybe we can let's put one right here. Looks good. So over here, I guess we would want something right there. I think we're actually gonna smear this. Let's take a little right here, something right there. And once we put these line things, I really don't know. I'm not big on lines. I'm gonna lean into some red for just like these rooftops here. So yeah, red. Here's a like a yellow thing. So get a brick red that's kind of faint. I don't want to have any powerful colors just close to the edge, but I'm just trying to model up. And I guess that's really in the wrong place. But and let's see if we can redefine this. And here we had left that white there. That's going to be for a dormer window. And here we got a tree. And I guess there's more trees there. Oh, I see that there's a roof right here, which I guess is part of this church structure. So maybe we could try to do that. So we get a deep brown that leans red, which we have already. We were working on deep brown, leans red right here, but we want even deeper than that. So let's see about grabbing this, which is a burnt umber that leans green, but hopefully it will just take our deep brown leans red into the direction of deeper brown, I guess. And that looks good. We just want darker. I'm going to add just some blue, just get darker. I hope it doesn't turn green. It is a little bit turning green. Here is, I think that one's called lunar blue, which is, might not be. And I really want this to be not that color. I guess I'm jump in here with the red, I guess, and see if we can steer it back away from green. And that is looking okay. I can try a little more red. Okay, that looks like what we're looking for this rooftop. So, it's actually right here. I'm gonna just try right there. And it is not at all what we were hoping for, unfortunately, but whatever. Time to, just make it happen, I think. So go right here. All right, that looks all right. And I don't know, really want to cut this down a little bit. That looks all right. Not bad. And this line's got to be straight. Okay, now it's straight. Oh, that looks fine. Okay, and then down here we have that one already. We want to put some greens here. We need like a yellow ochre type gray right there, but this is definitely not that color. Let me just grab some yellow influence and we'll just say, okay, it's going to be that color. Ready? Here it is. And it's this. Okay, right there. All right. And now, okay. And they want, it should be like this window thing here. And then here we're going to want to go back to the yellowish, wall type thing. And that's what's going to go right here. Yellowish wall. Okay. Looks fine. Here we're going to have a tree. Let's see about a little green. And the green cannot be like a bold green. There's got to be a subtle green that is, see that right there? There's no way we're using that green, but it's a start, right? And that's even worse. Let's see if we grab some yellow or, this faintly, uh, faintly sort of yellow. I'm gonna see what this will help. Yes, that seems to be good. See this there? That's a much more neutral color. It's definitely green, but it's not, a pop in your face green. All right, so we want that. Okay, so what we need here is, I guess, right here is going to be this one tree. Um, okay, that's good. And I guess this is one of those triangle areas. So I'm going to just go back to this super new brush. I guess I just want to get this, let's see, where were we? Right here. Yeah, right there. This. So, right, yeah, that was right here. Very weird buildings they got in this thing. And then that's going to be the red. And this was the dormer windows. We could just put the little shadow of the dormer windows here. Okay, that looks a little bit like a dormer window, maybe. At a glance, we'll see. Hey, I got some comments. Hey Ben, how are you? No, I don't stretch the paper. Uh, Seldom. I seldom stretch the paper. I did it a few times. Uh, where were we? Okay. Another thing what we want to do is we got this green, which I'm saying is this right here, and then right here we need a darker green that's going to appear behind this. And so that is going to be coming up right here. So why don't we see about getting a darker green and How will we get a darker green? I do not want a tutti frutti green. That looks pretty good. And let's just mix some blue with that. See if we can go darker. That looks pretty good. Let's see how that compares. Just gonna come right up here. Not all that much darker, but it kind of is doing the job. That looks all right. So this whole area here looks pretty fine with its various shades of green. And I think it'd be good to take some water and get a soft edge right there. So I'm going to grab another brush to do that. This was my modified brush we got for the Vanessa Redford painting, but aside from being a modified brush I cut with scissors, it has a super nice fine point. So I'm going to see if we can use that to soften this connection here. So let's see what happens. Not really holding the water. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, yes, getting softer. Good. Okay. And now I'm gonna plant a little more of the pigment right there. All right, great. So now we still have that separation of tree behind the bush in front, but it's a lot more subtle right there. So that's I'll call that a win. And um this is completely poetic license here. It's this area here. They got the field back there. We got foliage still there. I'm gonna just come right here to put a neutral tint because we don't want this white highlight there. I am gonna leave a sliver of white, at least for now, to say hello, I am the crest of the roof. And then right here, this we want a murky kind of bone color, if you for right here, which is the front of this house. Or actually, I think it's part of this church. It's like a church, and that's the body of the church. So anyway, let's see if we can get a nice bone color, which will be a gray with a hint of blue. And I would like to say that what we're doing here might be not exactly the correct established way to be doing a watercolor at all, but my tagline here is watercolor when you don't know you're doing, but you do it anyway. And I was really feeling like at this point, we are really just kind of making it up as we go along. So here we got the bone color, I think. Let's just double check, be sure. Such a critical juncture. Okay, if that's not a bone color, well, you know what? I think just a hint of yellow in there. Give it the more profound bone color. Okay. Now, isn't that a profound looking bone color? Yes, indeed it is. So here goes. First, I'm just going to go. I guess we just want to color this whole thing in with our warm bone color. And that is looking pretty sharp if you ask me. Wow. Oh, you can see it that good since, I mean, can you zoom up on where this brush is going? Because if you see this whole relationship here, I think that it's really popping and saying, hello, I'm the bone color house behind the church steeple. I guess why not just hit it right here too while we're here. And down here, we're going to do some, I want to do some green but light. And you know what we could actually do maybe is start smearing this paint has been sitting here for a while, so by putting water on it, it should just disintegrate some, but hopefully keep the form uh, of the paint there. And we want to bring it over here. Let's see, we can just pull some of that paint over here, and that looks pretty good. I guess we want to go get a little darker. Find some random darker. This is really turning into a good time. This 1963 photograph photo reference. I'm usually not really too excited about a photo reference, but I gotta say, with this new brush and the work we got done so far, I'm really having a blast here painting the 1963. That's not dark enough, so let's get gotta get a lot more power in that green. Here's some blue, which I think this Primatech blue. I wish I could find that too because I really love that color. There used to be a whole big pile of it right here, but I used it all because it's such a fun color. You could grab a little bit of this right here. And that, and how about we just hit that with some yellow? Okay, maybe this is, where were we? Oh, I guess we're down here. Yeah, okay, good. So, oh yeah, wow. All right, nice. I don't know what we're gonna do with this little white area, but nothing right now, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna do a little bit right here too. Why not? Just a couple little dots just to be consistent with the base of this tower here. That looks really good. Okay, great. Something good just happened. Ta-da! Okay, let me come over here too. Start. This is actually should have planes that get farther away. This one being the farthest away, and in order to achieve that, I think I'm going to sort of see if we can rub this right here to A, spread it into this white area, and B, to blot it up and get a lighter portion. So this right here is going to be lighter. Yes, there it is. It's getting lighter. And that is that's good. I mean, we got to do something with this white area here and this white area, but as far as this little square half inch goes, we are going places. I'm gonna also blend this in to soften that right there. So here we still have an echo of that white we have, and which I think is a good thing, but it's not quite as direct as it was before. And then right here, I think we could also sort of homogenize this area. I'm super glad it's there, but it's time to, uh, smooth it out. Same thing over here. We want to smooth that out. I don't really feel quite so ready to smooth this area out. But anyway, having said that, I just did it anyway. And this, wow, that looks great. I haven't been this excited about a watercolor in a long time. Anyway, now I'm gonna go to work. What's happening? So we just did a bunch of details right there, which wow, what a good time it was. That was really something special. It's 1963 photograph, and this in Time Life books. It's like I have a whole bunch of books. This one's France, and there's like one book for every country. Photography was a little different in 1963 than today. And like here, let's see. If that's not a 1963 dude, I don't know what is. And this is a as Alsace, France, which is a wine country, and like right there you see these things like with lines here. These I'm quite sure are vineyards in the distance, which I'm going to try to paint, but not yet. And today we were mostly focused on this area here, and I think it's coming out pretty good. And we definitely had a lot of fun. So see you next time, and I appreciate everyone who came by, and thanks for the positivity and the thumbs up and all that. All right, bye bye.